What's up? What's up? Welcome to another super special Tuesday edition, whoops, of hashtag Whimsdom, my complimentary guidance sessions for you guys where you get to ask any kinds of questions about whatever you are battling with. If you want guidance about certain parts of your life, if you would like help in the realm of conquering your people-pleasing addiction, or if you even have questions about what I do as a guide through people-pleasing recovery. Hello, viewer! Go ahead and pop below, put a comment or smiley. Let me know who you are, because I just see an eye. It doesn't tell me a name, and I want to say hey. So tonight's topic, I chose to because I have a few questions in my inbox that are really delicate, and I feel like definitely need a little more one-on time with me and the other person who asked the question to make sure that I'm giving it the right energy and answer, because they're truly, truly delicate. And then, of course, I have, as usual, a flood of very, very broad questions of what's wrong with me? And that's not a question. Hey, Jade. Yeah, as you guys know, that's not a question. I can't help you with that in this session. That's like you need to sign on to me as a client and get down to the bottom of what's going on. Then we can help with that big of a question. So tonight's question came from my beloved house guest that I have here with me for 2 weeks. Her name is Lominique. She is another part of my soul, and she flew in all the way from Dallas to spend time with me in our magical little city of Savannah. And she actually asked me questions about me, which I'm not used to getting. She asked me, what inspires and motivates you? And then she also asked me, what makes you feel balanced and what does that feel like? So not just like, how do you achieve balance, but like, what does that even feel like? Like, how do you even know that your shit's balanced? Like, is it just an absence of stress or whatever? So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this first, oh, hey guys. I'm gonna tackle this first question of what inspires and motivates me to do what I do, to have created the business that I've created, to have decided that my career, my job, my purpose for being here is not that you decide on your purpose, but me accepting my purpose for being here is, and the way that I am helping people now, and what inspires and motivates me to do that. Because I'm sure, as you can imagine, anything that's going on in your life, whatever, even if it's a job that you truly love, hold on, let me grab something from Ed. She's chewing it up. Nope, you can't do that. Sorry, she was eating her gobble stopper. But I'm sure you can imagine anything that you do in your life, anything that you've dedicated yourself to, even if you were super excited about it and passionate about it, and that's what drove you in the beginning, you're going to have to know what inspires you and motivates you to keep you going. Because even Mother Teresa, I'm sure, had to wake up some days and go, why am I doing this? Like, with some of the flack, and sometimes with a job like this, it's just the internet trolls or the kind of things we can deal with. Anytime you're in a position of helping people grow emotionally, you do catch a lot of flack from those that you're not actually affecting their life. You're not trying to force them to change, but people that are like offended by the amazing change that you are creating out there. So a lot of attacks from either way. And sometimes it is. Sometimes I do wake up and I go, what inspires me today? And I wish in anyone's job, even if you're doing the thing that you love the most, I wish the answer was as simple as my beautiful clients. And as much as a motivator and inspiration as they are, and as much as like they're the whole point, and the look that I see on their face when we crack a code within them that opens everything up, they can go, oh, fuck, like it all makes sense now. Like that's seeing their face when that happens. As much as I wish that that was the key thing that could always keep this going, it's just not true, because we're complicated beings and we get selfish, we get tired, we get overworked, we get in our own way. And one of the many things, but one of the things that inspires me is kind of like a coupling. So there's the inspiration, and that is when I want to see that look on a client's face, right? What motivates me to get there is working through my own shit so that I can help them. And it's kind of this neat ecosystem that works out where if I am feeling the most deprived of inspiration and motivation, if I wake up some days and I'm just like, nope, I don't want to do this today, I have no energy to give. I don't have any wisdom. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, we all have those days, right? And even on those days, being able to go, but what's going to make me feel better, feel balanced, and feel self-love again? And the answer, it's all cyclical. Me being able to find that again, me being able to work through my shit, do what I have to do to figure out what's at the bottom of it, what's causing it, how can we change this, what are some tools we can create to help this be more fluid next time. So the process of me pulling myself through people-pleasing addiction recovery is what motivates me to then go, oh, I can't wait to share this with my clients. And I'm very lucky in that what inspires and motivates me is, hey, Sarah, it's all in the same track. It's all in the same like forward momentum moss ball that's just rolling. Like snowball, moss ball. I like moss ball. And it's something that I think can be applied. Hey, oh, it hurts. It's something that can be applied even if you're in a job that maybe you don't like so much, but you're grateful for it and you're plugging away, you're good at it, you know there's something bigger out there for you, but you're like, I'm cool figuring out other stuff and just like maintaining this for now. And just trying to figure out what inspires and motivates you through that. And if you can find a common thread through all of it, because once you make that connection and that cyclical link, once you find and locate the synergy, it makes all the heavy parts, all the heavy days, all of the meh stuff, all the cloudiness that can sometimes happen, well, not sometimes, that happens, it makes it so much easier to see through. And I think that's sort of, I'm trying to think if there's anything I could like kind of like wrap it in a bow to say. But yeah, it's just like when I was starting this journey on my own, because I've had to fight, like I said with you guys, in all of these #Whimsdom sessions on Mondays and Fridays, sometimes Tuesdays when I forget what day it is, but on Mondays and Fridays, the point of these is to help you guys in any way that I can and help you see what it's like to work with me if you're interested in doing one-on-one clients or doing my program, but to also let you guys see that there's something out there for you if therapy hasn't worked, if normal on the couch psychology, you just kind of feel lost or at a slump or you've hit a brick wall, when you're not really feeling it with spiritual advisors or things like that, when you're tired of the high pressure of high performance, if you're trying to align yourself for your business, all kinds of things. It's just, I want everyone to see that there are different answers out there and you just need to follow what you connect with energetically. You don't have to have answers. You don't have to have a clear vision of how it's going to work for you, how it's going to look for you. You just have to feel that passion pull and go, this is interesting to me. I wonder if this could work. And then you can schedule a call with me. But that's why I offer these free sessions. But it's just like this. When I started going through this and everything that I help you guys with, I would never give advice on something that I couldn't actually help you with. Even if I'm giving advice on parents and I don't have children, I still make sure that I'm sharing a situation that I have worked through on my own and tools that I have had to develop to work through certain situations on my own that are applicable to that. So when I started writing my book, I started writing a book, People Pleasing, The Art of Being Invisible. And I was doing this just as a side thing. I had a passion pull to write this book because I was helping people in the fitness and wellness industry I was in before. I was helping them get through so many emotional blockades and so many self-sabotaging practices that they were in. And I was like, how can I do? And they're like, how are you so good at this? And I'm like, well, I've just had to figure this shit out for myself. And I have my own methodology of keeping myself in this practice of true self-love and putting myself first. And it's a constant journey, like any addiction, people pleasing and codependency and enabling. They have such a stronghold on people that you actually have to get into a system of recovery to keep putting yourself first, which seems just so dumb when we think about it. We're like, really? Like, I have to go through that like intensive work to be like, hey, I'm important. Absolutely. We see it every day when people pleasers, they get that taste of that emotional love and freedom, and then something happens, they get triggered and they slip right back in and they regress right back in. Yes, Sarah. They go right back and we're like, no. We see it with people that we love that slip back into relationships and we're like, no, but I thought you found your voice and I thought now you're back in another toxic relationship. Like, what happened? And it's the exact same thing. You have to keep in recovery and keep moving forward. So I was writing this book because I was like, well, shit, I need to get this all down on paper because maybe I could sell a book that would help people go through all the changes I went through and change their lives the way that I've changed my life. And in the middle of writing the book, I went, oh no, the passion pull wasn't to write a book. The passion pull was to help people now with what I've learned. So I took what I'd written so far and I created a program with it and did that program. It was a beta program, helped clients with it. And then I took everything that they learned and everything that we wanted to still do with them and applied it and created a master program, which is what is open for enrollment now. But it was just following that pull and learning that this is what I'm here. This is what I'm meant for. And that's when true inspiration and motivation comes. Because if you're trying to find inspiration and motivation to just trudge along in something that you're not passionate about, that you don't feel in your heart is either what you're meant for or what is going to get you to what you're meant for, then you're not looking for inspiration and motivation. You're looking for blinders. You're looking for mind-numbing excuses and idle yes man support of like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, yeah, this is going to be great. Yeah. Like, and yes, you can, it's just like anything else. You can bully yourself onto a path and convince yourself that things are going great, but that's not the same. You can make it happen, but that's not the same as true inspiration and motivation to keep doing what you are passionate about. So that is my super long answer for the first question. So what inspires and motivates me is that cyclical, synergetic relationship of me working through my own shit and creating an application and creating tools and resources for others who I know are going to be going through the same thing, and then being able to watch them go through the same changes that I've gone through and the same emotional growth and the same aha moments and finding that same freedom and that same voice. And that synergetic relationship through all of it, that's what inspires and motivates me to get my head out of my own ass on the days that the days that I'm just like, I don't believe in myself, or the days of the trolls are too hard and I just don't know, is this too hard? Running a business is hard. All of the things, it's just, but I know I can get myself through this because that's the gift that I've been given. And I know that that's what's gonna be fun to watch for my clients. Basically, as a people pleaser, facets of this addiction are birthed from misused or neglected gifts. And it's basically like our desire to help as people pleasers. The gift is that we have a true desire to shower people with love and positive energy, to watch them change and birth and grow. Like nothing makes us happier than to help, than to be the one that's helping. But that gift so easily, and it's environment, it's culture, it's how the people you were raised by, how they acted, something that happened in your youth, traumas, whatever, that gift gets shaped and morphed. And then if it's misused and neglected, it turns into just your addiction to the feeling of being liked and loved. So the addiction to the gratification of having helped someone. And then we forget what it feels like to touch base with the original gift, and we just grow addicted to the outcome. Just like our empathy, I always tell you guys that empathy is a gift or a curse, and something I love helping my clients do is find it and use it as a gift and learn how to harness that gift and not let it control you like a curse, because empathy is a gift. Not everyone has it. Not everyone is a true empath. But if it is misused and neglected, and of course, these things don't happen on purpose. You're not like, fuck that, I don't want gifts. That's not cool. But it just happens as we grow up and as we're shaped through life. And if it's misused and neglected, it turns into our need to control our feelings and our energy by trying to control others. Instead of it being the empathy of, wow, I can really feel what this person's going through. Let me use that as a gift. It's, oh my God, I can feel what this person's going through. This is so uncomfortable. I need to stop this. So I need to make them feel better so that I feel better. And it turns super gross. So yeah, inspiration, motivation is helping, and it sounds selfish. I don't care. Helping myself so that I can see what it looks like when that gets applied to my clients and they can help themselves. So the next question was, what makes you feel balanced and what does that feel like? You guys know I talk about alignment all the time, like all the time. And when you are in alignment with yourself, with your purpose, with your passions, when you are, the communication between your mind and your body is there and it's restored and it's self-love, and you are coming from a place of true love and light, honest intentions, and you're not being weighed down by your fears or your irrational thinking or greediness or that need to be liked and loved that all people pleasers have. But when you are existing in true alignment, you feel, and it's not just about, I don't want to feel anxiety. It's not just about chasing the absence of stress and anxiety. It's about an actual feeling. So it's not just taking something away. It's actually this feeling of, it's like you're being reassured, you're being reaffirmed. And you don't know by who, but it's like you're being patted on the head and hugged, and you feel valued and supported. You feel successful. You feel strong. You feel beautiful. You feel clear and light. And it's just and it wanes, it comes and goes, because people come in and out of alignment all the time. There's not some end game of like getting to this place of ultimate enlightenment where I will never be shook and I will be unfuckwithable. Like, no. We're all human, and there's going to be ebbs and flows. And even I constantly had to pull myself back out of my ass and back into alignment. But practicing feeling the difference, because you're either in one or the other. You're never like in a gray space. Ever. You're never just floating around in limbo like, well, stuff's kind of cool as long as I'm not out of alignment. And so if I feel confused throughout the day, if I feel a little hazy, if I feel kind of anxiety creeping up, or I'm feeling like overworked or overstressed, and it's just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, my schedule isn't that full today. Why do I feel like panicked, like I'm missing something? Or me and Darren aren't fighting. Why do I feel like ripping his face off? Like, once I go through the normal, like, have I eaten yet? Those normal questions. Then I just had to sit and ask myself, ooh, okay, so something is shaky because I'm out of integrity somewhere. And either it's I'm out of integrity in my business, or I am out of integrity in my relationship, or I'm out of integrity with my physical body, or I'm out of integrity with my self-love. And it really becomes like this little mental checklist of going through. And if you can find where you're out of integrity, then you can go, oh, okay, so I'm just like, I've knocked myself out of alignment because I was ignoring this thing. Maybe not purposefully. Maybe I got triggered by something and my recovery was a little shook. Or maybe I just got so busy and stuff just kind of slid away from me and I got caught up in the moment. And, like when we come back from vacation, how fucking wonky do you feel when you come back from vacation, right? And it's not because bad things happen. Sometimes we just slip out of alignment because we're not actively focusing on it. And that's a super important message for anyone in any type of recovery. Recovery is a constant motion. Maintaining alignment, learning how to snap back into alignment is a constant thing in motion. And there's this really annoying personal development quote that I heard when I first started in this world of emotional growth. And it was, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. And that quote used to piss me off so bad because I was applying it to business and to money and to the growth of my career. But now seeing in this place of recovery, it's absolutely true. You can't get to a place of balance and recovery and then stop. You're not going to maintain it because you have to move. You're gonna move, and it's either gonna be forward, or it's gonna be backward. You can't just pause life. So those are my super long answers for those two questions. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to keep giving thought to, like I said, there's a couple of really, really juicy, really important, delicate questions that I have in my inbox that I will be featuring on Friday. Or maybe I might split them up for Friday and then next Monday. Unless I forget Monday again and it becomes next Tuesday. But I'm really looking forward to all of your guys' questions. Remember, you can ask questions about anything you're going through in life that you would like some hashtag Whimsdom and guidance on, or if it's questions about what I do as your guide through people-pleasing addiction recovery. We do these every Monday and Friday. And if this has helped you, or you feel like this is a topic that would help anyone, go ahead and share it. No harm, no foul. I love you guys so much.